First, what do you think? I got this is my M100 and a Tamron 17 to 50 2.8 on it. Does it look cool or does it look weird? It actually is so nice to carry around, I have to admit. These little cameras, these little mirrorless. I don't know, I'm really enjoying them. The fact that I can just crank this on, right? Get that shot I want. Get back there, perfect. Awesome. Not what we're here for. Sort of what we're here for. One of the things that I said that I wanted to talk about in one of my last videos was actually putting up the old 50mm 1.8 up against so old 50mm 1.8, new 50mm STM 1.8. What's the difference between the two? If you have this, should you buy this? If you don't have this, should you buy that? Or should you just look for one of these online for probably cheaper? Let's find that out. This will be sort of a review of the new STM lens and just a comparison video. So number one, let's see some of the weight difference, because you know, if one is considerably heavier than the other, maybe that's a good thing for you, maybe it's a bad thing. I find for me, depending on what I'm shooting, sometimes I like the weight. So that's one of the things for me that I'm getting used to with the mirrorless cameras, is the fact that they're so light that I have to get used to that, and they're so small because I'm used to having a bigger body, a lot of times even with a grip on it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, so light. So maybe you want some weight. So let's actually find that out, shall we? So let's take the old 50 and take its weight, shall we? So we're gonna weigh this. This is the old 50. So this is the Canon lens EF 50mm 1.8 2. See if you can see that. I think you can see that. Maybe you can see that. Okay. And I'm weighing it with the included front and rear caps. Okay. Okay. Lens number one. So this is in grams. 142.6. 142.6 grams. What is that in ounces? Well, I'll put that here on the screen. There you go, ounces. That means something more for you. Cool. Now, let's also kind of unbox this. So this is the new, I haven't taken this out of the box, so it's exciting for you and for me. Now, why did I go and buy the new 50mm when I already had a 50mm? That's a valid question. Valid question. Empty. Well, the reason is I do a lot of video, as you can probably see, and one of the big things was the 50mm, and just like this one, and a lot of my old lenses, is that they don't have the silent motor lens. So because of that, when it is autofocusing, you get this bzz, 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 bzz inside the shot, which, nope, don't want that. Nope. Okay, so here is new 50. New 50. Bring this up for you. It's all new, okay? New 50. Can it focus? There you go. STM. All right, let's weigh this guy, shall we? All right, ready? 179.3. 179.3. Again, in ounces, what is it? There you go. Ounces. You got it. Have at her. Enjoy. So now you get to make the decision. Is weight important? If it is, do you like heavier? Do you like lighter? That may play. They're not big difference, right? It's not huge. These aren't big lenses by any means. Okay, so there you go. Make that decision. Now the next one that's important, at least for me, and this was a huge one as well, is that I'm shooting primarily on these new mirrorless cameras. And I have an M50, which is what I'm shooting at now. The one that's shooting the lenses down here is actually the M100. And they both came with the standard kit lenses, which is the 15 to 45, which is again what this one down here, the M100, is actually shooting with. What about filter diameter? Well, the old one, and I don't know if you can see this, so here's the old one. This is the old 1.8. You'll see, I can see if you see down there, that the filter diameter is 52 millimeters. Filter diameter on the new one is, hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know if you can, it's right down here, right? So let's kind of make sure. Hopefully you can. I'll bring that up closer. Maybe you'll see it. It's probably too close. There. 49 millimeters. 49 millimeters. So it's exactly the same diameter as the kit lenses that come with all the M series Canon cameras. So that means I just have to buy one set of filters, which will also fit on this lens, which is fantastic when I'm out and about and I want to carry a bunch of lenses, or at least two, my 50 and this one, and be like, you know what, I got one set of filters that fit on both without having to use things like step-up rings and stuff like that. Always a perk. At least I think so. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you have all the lenses. Maybe you have all the filters. Doesn't matter. For me though, I can be like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put an ND filter on this one, a variable ND on this one, a polarizer on this one. This one's going to have a UV. I just have to buy one, which is kind of nice. I like that. One set, one kit, one bunch, always the same. I like that's cool for me. Now the other thing you'll notice, and it may be hard to see, but the old one, definitely a little taller. Again, not huge, a little taller. All right, so we've got these two lenses, which is cool. Let's actually put them on the cameras, and this is the big difference that I want to point out. Here's the 50, and you may notice it's gotten a little bigger, and that's because I do have the Comlight EF to EOS M adapter on it so that it'll fit on my Canon M series, my 100. So let's just put this one on, shall we? Okay, here it is. Nice and beefy. I kind of showed this before on my previous video, but there you have it, right? You guys can see that. There it is, and this is with the Comlink adapter on it. That's fairly inexpensive if you are a previous Canon shooter and or you have mixed cameras, so SLRs with mirrorless. Some of these adapters can be lifesavers, especially if you have a series of lenses like I do from your old cameras. Number one, and this is the big one for me. Let's take a listen. Ready? Turn this on. I'm not going to shoot anything, but take a listen. Okay. So it's loud, okay? It focuses fast. I'm gonna put it over here just to get see if you can focus on something. Ready? I'll focus on the door. Good, focused, right? Focused, focused, excellent. Focus, focused, focus, focus. Focus is quick, but it's loud. So when I'm in video mode, then that's gonna be a little concerning because I'm pretty sure my mic is gonna hear that. We'll go outside after and I'll try these two in video mode just to see if it can. Okay, let's try the other one. All right, nice quick change. Doesn't look any difference, but this one is shooting on the, as you can see, by the 49 millimeter. This is shooting the new STM lens. Crack this one on. Ready? Can you hear that? Now, I will admit, there's a little bit of a sound. Just a little bit. My camera battery died, so I had to stop. Change the batteries. One of the things that you have to realize, these mirrorless don't get a ton of their batteries are tiny, right? They're just little. Okay, so let's crank this back up and try our focus over here again. Ready? Focus. 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 Like I would say their focus for both of them is really fast. There's no complaints. It's almost impossible to say one focus is faster than the other or not. I think they focus just as quick. But let's go outside and do some video with them just to see. We're just gonna go outside, not very far, just to see what it looks like. All right, let's go do that. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I'm a ways back shooting with the M100 with the 50mm STM. Big one is, do you hear the focusing? Ready? I'm guessing that's really quiet. and like 3D. When we come back, we'll switch to the other 50 to see if you can hear it. Let's go take some footage.
Whisper softly to me. I can feel your breath, I can hear it calling to me. I'll hold you right here, captive. You can't escape me, don't even try to save me. Don't save me, release yourself and surrender, surrender. Release yourself and surrender, surrender. I'll take you high, until you're mine. Release yourself and
Okay, so we're back again after our walk. Again, I don't know what the volume's like because I'm a fair bit of a distance because of the 50 on the crop is like an 80. So, but let's check this focus. Ready? Can you hear it? Alright, let's go in so I can take a look at the footage. You've already seen it, and we'll give a final overview, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're back. We're back. There's the two. Which one do you prefer? Which one is the better value? You know, you can find the old 50mm 1.8s online for easily, Canadian-wise, probably under $100, whereas this lens will cost you, you know, in the range of 150. Is it worth the price jump? You know, if you're into photography and not really video, I would say, I don't know, maybe not. One of the things you have to remember too when you buy a used lens is making sure that you can inspect it really well. One of the last things you don't want is any kind of mold inside this lens, because then that's not good. So depending on who had it before you, is it worth it? I don't know. If you can buy it from a camera shop that's selling used gears, then I would say it's probably pretty good for photography. Now, in regards to video, maybe that's another concern. That's where the STM lenses become really nice because of that silent motor. When you heard those video clips with the older 50, could you hear it? And was it a concern? Maybe you're only going to be using the 50 for B-roll, and if you're using it for B-roll, then who cares? You're probably going to mute the audio anyway, right? Kind of what I did. I just kind of, for the most part, normally would put music over it. But that's important for you to find out. Maybe you're doing an interview because you want that really nice shallow depth of field, and that hunting back and forth is going to be like, oh no, 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 no. That's no good. So that's a concern. The other one for me, of course, is this one, 49mm lens, which is identical to the diameter of my M50 and my 100 kit lens. I can literally bring the kit lens on this camera and the 50 on that one, use the same filters. That's kind of nice. But it's really up to you. I just wanted to do a test so you guys could see that, make a decision. The 50 is one of those lenses that each and every one of us should have. Do you want to save some money, get an old one? Do you want to spend a little bit more money and get a new one? Up to you. You saw why. There's my thoughts. My thoughts. If they mean anything, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, my friends. And we will see you in the next video. Have a good one.